so I just finished my 3 days of training for being a food prep at Carnation Cafe on Main Street, and I'm really excited, so I thought I would tell you guys kind of how the training went and kind of what happened. So the first thing you have to do is go through a Foods 1 Day class, and that is kind of boring. It's a lot of classes, a lot of memorization of different temperatures and different procedures for safety, to be able to serve food in the parks. And on that day we were supposed to get our shoes, but they actually weren't prepared to give them to us. So they told us to ask our trainer about them on our first day of training, which my first day of training was this past Monday, which was Martin Luther King Day. So surprise, I get to work and it's a holiday, so shoes was closed. I happened to be wearing pink and white striped Keds, which if you work in the food industry, it's a no-go. You need non-slick shoes, and working on Main Street, they needed to be black, which they were supposed to provide me with. So they told me that I could potentially have my training pushed back. They called my manager and actually had it approved that I could wear those shoes for 1 day and 1 day only. Halfway through that shift, I actually got sent home because another manager happened to see and did not approve so much of the shoes. So that was kind of fun and frustrating all at the same time. So the next day I went back and I got these lovely things. Not too bad for all the trouble they were worth, I guess. Also, on the first day we got a lot of terms that we had to memorize, all of the menu things, a lot of safety words, learning the danger zone, pan sizes, which a lot of that stuff I kind of know because I'm a food science major, so we kind of learned that in basically every class I take in school, which can be kind of repetitive, but it's actually working to my advantage right now because a lot of people who don't have that background don't really know all of that. And then also on day 1 we got this list of things. It's 2 pages long. This is all of the stuff that we have to learn. And training is only 3 days. So day 1 we did a lot of cutting. I learned how to cut zucchini and squash and peppers and onions. We also learned how to cut fruit like cantaloupe and honeydew and pineapple. We learned how to dice and chop and julienne and all this different type of nice knife skills that we're going to need throughout the next 8 months on this program. So we did a lot of that. Day 2, we did a lot of sandwich making, which one of the restaurants that we prep for serves sandwiches. We learned the ingredients and what goes into it. We also made one of the mixes for the sandwiches, which was apparently the hardest thing that we're going to have to do. It was following a recipe, which if anyone cooks at all, it's kind of simple. But it is a lot of information, it is a lot of stuff. Today I finished day 3 of my training, and it went pretty well. We covered a lot of material, but we didn't cover everything. Like this list, again, is like massive. So we're actually having to add on another day of training because we didn't cover everything, and the chef was not mad, but she definitely wanted us to know kind of what we were doing before we got thrown into the mix of things by ourselves. So I'm off tomorrow, and I have another day of training on Friday. I'll be working in my actual location on Friday, which I haven't actually been in yet. We've just been doing the prep work upstairs. So this way I'm going to learn how to make a vegan burger mix, and kind of the run of the layout of the restaurant and which way things go, where things are stored, that kind of deal. So I actually really like my job. I kind of took it home with me. For dinner I made spinach pasta with chopped veggies that I learned how to chop in my training. So I'm kind of bringing my work home with me, and I really like it. I've been enjoying all the things that I've been doing. I've been learning a lot. It's probably one of my favorite things that I've done so far, working in the kitchen. Not something that I always would have thought that I liked, but I really do. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what else I can learn, what else I can do, and enjoy the rest of my time here at Disneyland.